Ooh. Tim Pool.
Is this the Alex Jones guy?
I'm not sure who this is.
Isn't that guy the Alex Jones guy?
Joel Webbin. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Tomlinson, but he's debating a guy named Pisco Liddy, and who I've seen on Twitch before. I'll have a citation here in a second. But here are them talking about.
What show is this?
This is Culture War.
Oh, this is Tim Pool's show. Okay.
Yeah.
Conversation about Mahmoud Khalil. And
So let me just stress something real quick. What Pisco does is he tries to trap you into an absolute position that you will deny 800,000
Hold on for 1
times.
second. Didn't he accuse me of doing that too? He accuses everybody
This reminded me of
of
your
trying to force him to take a position on stuff instead of pretending like he's sort of plays both sides of the fence.
Yeah, he's just a weather vane, a windsock.
Tries to trap you into an absolute position that you will deny 800,000 times like I've done throughout the entirety of the show.
I can tell for the last 2 hours. Wait, hang on a second.
Right.
You deny that you supported Mahmoud Khalil's deportation. You said you supported that deportation.
Clip this, guys.
For Israel.
Clip this, guys. This is a really, really great one. He said, I support in general people being deported over Israel.
Wait a second. Didn't Tim Pool criticize me for saying clip this?
Prop clipping.
Prop clipping?
Now Tim thinks he's the prop clipper now.
Oh,
The
interesting.
prop clipped has become the prop clipper.
I mean, use your tactics, their enemy's tactics on them.
But I'll say, I don't think Tim makes a good point here.
Whoa, you supported that deportation.
Clip this, guys.
For Israel.
Clip this, guys. This is a really, really great one. He said, I support in general people being deported over Israel. Then, when challenged, he did the Mountain Bailey back to a single individual with certain contexts.
Well, that's why he's being deported, isn't he? And the same thing with Reza Ozturk. Didn't he call to destroy Western civilization?
That point isn't made.
Hang on a second.
Wait. His point was made? His point was made. You support people being deported because of their views on Israel. Oh, what are you talking about? You supported Khalil's deportation. Well, that's just one example of exactly what you're talking about.
The most high-profile, basically, political prisoner for his political speech on Palestine.
This is where Tim Pool would, if he actually had a genuine position against it, would say, I did support that, but I didn't support this, and this example of what you're talking about because the Khalil deportation was specifically different on these terms. Now, Tim Pool won't say that because he doesn't believe that. He doesn't know of any other circumstances. Yeah. But he needs to maintain this notion of like, yes, I am sort of against this, but I can't be too explicit about it. So let's Martin Bailey.
Yeah, and also Mahmoud Khalil didn't say he's trying to end Western civilization.
Oh, cool.
That's something he said. He's actually picked as a mediator between the activists and the administration because he is fairly measured.
And because Jewish students said explicitly he's not anti-Semitic and we like dealing with him.
Yeah, so they're just making stuff up to justify it.
Okay.
Because they do support it.
Reza Ozturk. Didn't he call to destroy Western civilization?
That point isn't made.
Hang on a second. He's being deported because he was critical of Israel, isn't
You
he?
ask a question about a specific criminal context, but then try to
Criminal context? What is he being charged with criminally?
Well, let's see. This is the game he's playing.
What's the game?
He's
listening to me.
He's listening to what I'm saying, and he's trying to.
I know this listening game.
I know this. Make me define my terms.
Oh my God!
He's being deported because he was critical of Israel, isn't
You
he?
ask a question about a specific criminal context, but then try to
Criminal context? What is he being charged with criminally?
Well, let's see. This is the game he's playing. He'll say, you'll say something like, "Here's a guy who stabbed a baby. Should go to jail." And he was black, and you're like, "Yes." He was like, "Well, Tim said black people should go to jail." It's like, what the fuck are you talking
Wait,
about?
you supported someone who's
One guy, one time.
because he was critical of Israel. That's why you did support that. I mean, I had
I
a
did
conversation
not
Because of that, or because he did other things that were objectively
He's
immoral?
lying.
No, I'm not lying. What's the lie?
Pause it. Oh, did he do other things that were objectively immoral? Like, list one.
That guy thinks women shouldn't be allowed to work.
Oh, all right. Well, that was it. Okay.
One woman, one time.
I'm sorry, I don't want to be too indulgent, but I do have to back up to where Tim Pool repeats, one man, one time.
Hang on a second. he's being deported because he was critical of Israel, isn't
You
it?
ask a question about a specific criminal context, but then try to
Criminal context? What is he being charged with criminally?
Well, let's see. This is the game he's playing.
What's the game?
He'll say you'll say something like, "Here's a guy who stabbed a baby. Should go to jail." And he was black, and you're like, "Yes." He was like, "Well, Tim said black people should go to jail." It's like, what the fuck are you talking
Wait, no,
about?
you supported someone.
Pause it for a second. No. You could do one guy one time in a second clip. The analogy is not, here's a guy who stabbed a baby and he's black and Tim Pool wants black people to go to jail. The analogy
Some more Mon
is,
Bailey horse
here's a
shit.
guy who stabbed a baby, incidentally. Tim is now equating criticizing Israel and stabbing a baby. But let's let that slide for a moment. What Tim is doing is saying, here's a guy who stabbed a baby, he should go to jail. And there's another guy who stabbed a baby, and I'm not going to talk about that.
No.
Here's a guy.
Well, no, it's more.
You're saying Tim is being criticized for suggesting that someone who stabs a baby should go to jail. Now, in this case, Tim is the one who has made that the equivalent of criticizing Israel. But his analogy is also fake. It's amazing how hard he's running from this.
Because it's
Who
not.
is this guy that he's debating? Is this somebody he has regularly on the show and it's really
Oh, I've
taking,
seen this guy on Twitter. He's
Pisco. No, I've seen him on the straight.
taking Pool to school?
He's a good analyst on stuff. I've seen him on the Straighterade Twitch channel. I believe he has his own Twitch now, which might even be live. Yeah, this is Pisco.
But stabbing a baby is not free speech. Okay, so like I just want to tease it out just for a little bit longer. So it would be as if a black guy stabbed a baby in a different country.
One guy, one time.
Right, and then, which I guess would be the Hamas attack, and then he would be saying that all black people who discuss the stabbing of the baby or the systemic reasons behind the stabbing of the baby
You're
is
trying
subject to
too hard. You're trying too
I'm not
hard.
trying to. I'm trying to say how stupid it is.
It's so stupid, but you can't even make it like that analogy because he's just either A, equating criticizing Israel to stabbing a baby, and then B, also switching the entire analogy. His analogy is wrong. Go ahead.
See, this is the game he's playing.
What's the game?
He'll say, you'll say something like, "Here's a guy who stabbed a baby. Should go to jail." And he was black, and you're like, "Yes." He was like, "Well, Tim said black people should go to jail." It's like, what the fuck are you talking
Wait, no,
about?
you supported someone who's
One guy, one time. One guy, one
because
time.
he was
It's not
critical of
everyone
Israel.
all-
That's why you did support that. I mean, I had
I
the
did not
conversation.
Because of that, or because he did other things that were objectively
He's
immoral?
lying.
No, I'm not lying. What's the lie? What are you in favor of his deportation then for?
I'm not.
You said you were when we had this conversation.
Americans shouldn't be in the country. No, I said that the State Department has unilateral authority under the law to deport whoever they want.
But you think it's wrong for them to try to deport Mahmoud Khalil?
Does your brain work, brother?
Can you answer that?
Do you understand the distinction between someone speaking and getting deported and the State Department having the authority to do so under color of
Okay,
law?
so do you agree with them doing that?
I believe that Marco Rubio has the authority under the law as passed by the American
This
people.
is the exact same thing he always does. This is what he did with capital punishment too, right? He did the exact same thing. What do you like? Is like? Is there literally somebody behind the scenes going like, if you say he shouldn't have been deported, we are pulling money out of your bank account. He is so desperate not to say this.
It's interesting.
It's amazing. He has really got this formula down because he does the same thing with capital punishment. When I question him about it, I was like, what? They could have committed capital punishment, even though he said should. Now you're just being now it's just semantics.
I just want to point out, just when you say, is there someone behind the scenes? I'm not saying that this is the case, but we do know that Tim was seeking some funding mechanisms that ended up being, Russian money going through some sort of fake man.
Yeah, right. He got it through
Lauren Southern.
It was reported a few months ago that Benjamin Netanyahu and Tim Pool met, along with Dave Rubin. We also know that Benjamin Netanyahu's son, who is of fighting age, but he's in a Miami high-rise, is a big fan of Tim Pool and often tweets about it. I just wanted to throw that out there because there's a lot of foreign money.
One time.
One time. That was Lauren Chen, not Lauren Southern. Apologies for getting them.
I believe that Marco Rubio has the authority under the law as passed by the American
Exercise of
people.
authority in that context.
Pause it for 1 second. I will also say that while the State Department may have the right to revoke visas, if it is found that they're doing it specifically because of free speech, the Supreme Court has also found that that is what curbs their ability to do it. You can in fact have a power that the government has, but if it is exercised based upon principles that are anti-constitutional or against the Constitution, then they don't have the ability to do that. That is, free speech is specifically where the government does not punish people because of their speech. And so even if they have the ability to do something, if they do it because it is spurred by speech that the government doesn't like, then it becomes unconstitutional.
Mills, sometimes maybe.
It's
In
perfectly
Mahmoud Khalil's
consistent.
case, do you support his deportation?
I think that's a great case. It's perfectly
I
consistent
would say
with his
answer
overall
it.
position.
I don't care.
Yes, no,
perfectly
whether
consistent.
you care or not,
Rage
do you think
quit.
that it should happen?
I believe that the State Department has the authority to do so,
not
and
asking
I don't
whether they
care
have
whether they
authority.
do. I don't care whether they do or don't.
Smashing the controller right now.
No, you're saying that you don't care as in
So
you're
let me
indifferent whether they do it or not.
Indeed. So let me say this. When I said in the last debate, Marco Rubio, under the law, has the authority to do so, and I don't really care, he then came here and said, Tim thinks people should be deported for speech about Israel. You see the distinction
No,
there?
you're fine with it. You're fine with them doing that, aren't you?
Fine with and don't care are different things.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Takes a sip for his applause break.
Actually, go back. Let's get that sip, because he actually thinks he's cooking here, which is very funny.
You're fine with it. You're fine with them doing that, aren't you?
Fine with and don't care are different things.
Then why do you do this, bro?
What are you talking about?
No, it's
What?
not.
What is the
He
point?
does care.
Yeah.
This is the thing.
I don't
is that
care
he's
enough.
always talking about free speech and whatnot. He does care. It's just that for whatever reason, people come up with their own conclusions as to why he is so terrified to take a position on it. Like, he takes positions on all these other things. It's not that he doesn't care, it's that he's afraid to say it. Because if he says he's okay with Khalil being deported because of what he said about Israel, he knows he's going to lose part of his audience. But if he says he's against Khalil for being deported because of his thoughts on Israel, he could probably lose something else. Maybe it's funding, maybe it's some other part of his audience. Who knows? Who knows?
I like him using "I don't care" there, just because I am thinking a little bit about.
I
one
wonder where
clip
he heard that.
Where he got that. It's odd that he's using both the clipping part and the "I don't care."
It's like
Sam
on some level, like Tim Pool has, in many respects, studied me to try and learn
It feels that way.
a technique. But it's like when your student just maybe has like dyslexia or something like that, and he just can't quite get it.
That's an analogy. It's not accusing Tim of having dyslexia or being ableist.
I don't
Yes.
think Tim has dyslexia. No, dyslexia is a challenge. The words get switched up. It's tough to read, and and left untreated, it's very, very difficult to learn things. I'm not saying that Tim has dyslexia.
He just might need extra. He needs a little extra kind of push for him to understand some of these concepts.
No, I just think there are some things that he can't understand. And maybe there are some things where it's just too expensive for him to understand.
Exactly.
The dude has an entire empty skateboard, indoor park.
Can you imagine the electricity bill on that kind of thing?
Well, the electricity bill, and I imagine he also thought like there would be more people using it, and it wouldn't just be him every day.
She was offered a tour, sushi, and poker with the boys.
He does have folks that come and watch him.
Militant apathy says, he's your son. You failed as a parent, Sam. In many respects, I did.
I
In
understand.
many respects, I did fail, Tim. So I am sorry for that. I did my best.
He copied something you did.
Yes, he said, you're getting emotional, Sam.
Yeah, exactly. He's like a mimic.
He's
like a bad mimic.
seems like it bothers him a little. Yeah, I mean some of those more viral clips, I guess.
Well, And someone told me that he's upset because whenever he searches himself on YouTube, whenever he searches Tim Pool, because we say Tim Pool so much, apparently he gets videos that we did about Tim Pool.
We should stop saying Tim Pool so much because Tim Pool might be upset, and that's not very nice to Tim Pool.
That's fair to Tim Pool.
And goes so far beyond the pale. I just can't even.
Is he a Southern debutante?
I just can't even.
Just can't.
Oh, boy. All right. We're out of time. We didn't get the phone calls today. Dave Rubin's lab coat. Tim's such a small man who gets smaller with each perceived slight against him. A fascinating study in loserdom. Let's see. Sunset Lakes PBD. Sunset Lakes PBD, MR's most value-gaining sponsor.
For you. Give it to
It won't
Vinny.
hurt your productivity.
Give Vinny some of the
What is
relaxing
the name of
parts.
that thing? Manectomy or mamectomy? Manect.
What?
Give Vinny some gummies.
You know Manect?
No.
They have it's like Discord, but
or Cameo.
it's like Cameo, but you can ask them questions directly.
Okay.
And they'll answer your questions, and it's called Manect because you're connecting with me. I think.
Or men.
No, I think it's for the people on Her Talk also can Manect.
Oh.